no good guys out there. All the women are bitchs. They're either really pretty or they're just nice and they're ugly. You know, the problem with all the guys is they're such a-holes. They just care about their cars and they just care, you know, they just don't treat me with respect. Have you ever heard somebody say something like that? Do you want to know the number one thing that they have in common? They don't have the relationship that they want. Have you ever noticed that the words you use around love and romance are the very words that create the foundation of your love and romance life? I want to share with you the number one lies that you might be believing that are blocking you from that amazing romantic relationship that you truly desire. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and when you grasp this, you will attract the love of your life. Have you ever noticed how bizarre it is that due to past trauma or undesirable situations or circumstances that we get, that we definitively talk like those past things are absolute and control all of reality? Such as one relationship that didn't go the way that you wanted. So you've decided that that experience is your ultimate reality. During one of my recent seminars, there was a 60-year-old woman that stood up during a break and asked to speak with me. And she said, "You won't believe this, but my parents split up when I was little, and it was very traumatic. And in that moment, as an 8-year-old girl, I decided that relationships were hard and I didn't want one because it was going to be too difficult." Guess what? 60 years old, never been in an intimate relationship in her whole life. That was when she was 8. You know how many years that is? She was shaking. She couldn't believe that she finally realized that the reason she never attracted a relationship is because she made a definite decision about what reality was, i.e., relationships are difficult and there's no point in being in one. She made that conscious decision, and then it seeped into her subconscious mind and controlled everything in her life. And then out of that, what happens? We sabotage relationships. We meet with the wrong man or woman, and then it messes up the relationship. It ruined her whole relationship. There was a woman that I used to have a crush on in high school. And it was so interesting talking to her years later because she was always in a relationship, but it never worked out. I cannot believe how many boyfriends she had. It was literally one boyfriend to the next without 2-week intervals in between. And I didn't understand it at the time. I always thought it was bizarre. But talking to her years later, she grew up without both her parents. She grew up without her parents. Mom and dad were not there, and they were not together either. So she had an unconscious assumption that love and relationships don't last. That's what she believed. So you can see why it was impossible for her to keep a relationship, because unconsciously her belief system was that love doesn't last. So the relationships would always be sabotaged. There was a person in one of my intimate retreats, is a smaller setting than a normal seminar, and he said love was pain. I threw my hand up and I said, "Sorry to interject. Have you ever had a pleasant relationship?" And he said no. He said for a little bit, but then it always ended bad. I said, you just made the commitment, the agreement with reality, the agreement with God that love is pain. Guess what that's setting you up for? Pain. The words that you use around love are the very words that are going to create your love life. It's so important to understand this. And so if you want more love, if you want romance, if you want amazing one-night stands that are healthy, or you want a deep, intimate relationship that lasts your whole lifetime and enhances all the other areas of your life, it doesn't matter. But your words need to be in alignment with what you want. So first, pull out a piece of paper right now. Seriously, pull out a piece of paper or a Microsoft Word document or an iPhone notes and write out in 2 sentences or 3 sentences, what do you want out of your love life? What do you actually want out of your love life? And then turn it into an affirmation. I'm so grateful that I've attracted the most amazing romantic relationship. She or he is an amazing artist and this, and this, or whatever it is. Turn it into an affirmation. You know how we all speak languages, right? Right now I'm speaking English, I think. Well, here's what I invite you to do. Create your own love language. And your own love language is you only speak of love and romance in the way you intend it to be. No more love is pain and there's no good guys and all the women are shallow and nobody talks about real things and it's hard to find. No, you don't even say that anymore. You don't acknowledge that anymore. And every time you get the opposite of what you want, you actually use it as a clue that you're that much closer to what you do want. Never again say to anyone, even if somebody asks you, how's dating going? Say it's fantastic. I just had a relationship for a couple weeks just through dating. And you know what? She was great. She was an awesome person, but it wasn't what I wanted. So I'm so excited because I know I'm that much closer to me attracting my soulmate. You know, I used to always say there's no good guys. You know, I used to always say there's no good women. Now I know there's so many good guys. Now I know there's so many good women. And I'm so close to attracting them. This isn't hogwash. This isn't airy-fairy. This isn't like some odd concept. Look at the people that are complaining about love life. They're the same people that don't have what they want out of their love life. The words you're using are building your romance, your sex life, and your relationships. Change the way you speak about them, and the way that you love will change. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and if you want to change your subconscious programming around success and creating an abundant life, download my free success hypnosis at JakesHypnosis.com. It's right there down below. It'll train your subconscious mind for success and for an abundant life. JakesHypnosis.com. It's totally free. Use that to train your mind to eliminate your limiting beliefs. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there. And make sure that you comment down below your affirmation about love. No more negative thoughts ever again about love. Watch how the things that you attract shift. Have a beautiful day. Talk to you soon.